welcome to your mat, welcome to your practice, welcome to this present moment. I'll be guiding you through a gentle flow today, something that will help us hopefully to calm our nervous system down and to move the body in ways that feel really nurturing and supportive. So I'll have you gather a few props before we start. If you have blocks, then those might be helpful for some of our poses. And then more importantly, I'll have you gather some blankets or cushions, probably just whatever you have on your couch is fine. And maybe have some socks or a hoodie nearby, because I want us to get really, really comfortable for our final resting pose today so that we can really reap the benefits of the asana practice, the movement practice. So you can start by sitting in a comfortable seat. I'll suggest kneeling today. If this is strong on the legs or the knees, you can take a blanket and fold it like so, and then place it in between your heels and hips so that you're lifted slightly in your seat, and then just let the hands land wherever they will, and take a breath in. Sigh it out. I'd like us to really tap into the natural wisdom of the body, starting with knowing exactly when it's the right time to breathe. So you can allow breath in, and then let it go. Hold breath out for 1, 2, 3, maybe more heartbeats until the body asks for that breath in. And then allow it in gratefully and easily. Hold the breath at the top of the inhale for a count 2 or 3, and then release it completely. Again, holding breath out at the bottom of the exhale, waiting until it feels like just the right time, and allowing breath in. You can keep going like that. Maybe you're noticing that the rhythm of breath becomes more slow, more easy, more even, the more you allow the body to take over with its natural wisdom. Reach up through both sets of fingertips and bow over towards the left side, extending through the right side body. So you can lift that right armpit up towards the ceiling, getting a little opening in the heart. Exhale, and then inhale back through center. We'll take the opposite side, bowing over towards your right, lifting that left armpit up towards the ceiling, breathing in. And then inhale back through center, release both arms by your sides. You can take one big circle with the head and neck, so letting the chin drop to the chest, rolling up towards the left. Letting the gaze shine towards the ceiling, towards the right. And then bowing the head towards the chest. We'll take that the opposite way, rolling the head. Gazing up towards the ceiling, exhale. Chest. And then inhale, lifting back to center. From here, you'll come all the way up onto the knees. You can get rid of that blanket for now. And stand both hands right on your hips, breathing in. Exhale, you'll roll the shoulders up to your ears and then release them down your back. From here, you can really find a solid base through the left knee planted on the floor, and then extend your right leg out towards the side of the room. So find that really solid base. You might need to kind of readjust where that knee is set up. The front toes or the extended leg toes are straight up towards the ceiling, breathing in. And then on the exhale, slide your right hand down the leg, reach left arm up and over. Side body stretch here, breathing in. Exhale. And then inhale, lift your way through center, land your left hand on the mat, reach right hand and arm up towards the ceiling, breathing in. And then from here, let's make a big circle with that arm. So reaching arm forward, down, maybe letting the fingertips graze the floor, and then inhale up towards the ceiling, breath in. Exhale, and then inhale, lifts your way up. Exhale, lands hands on the hips, and then draw both knees back in towards center. We'll take a little camel pose here, so your hands can stay right where they are, or maybe they slide to the low back, and inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, back to center. We'll take the opposite side, so standing firmly in that right knee, extending left leg out towards the side, and then sliding that hand down. You make that big side body stretch here, breathing in. And then exhale, come back through center, land your right hand on the mat, reach left arm up, and we'll make that big circle with the hand, reaching arm forward, down, fingertips graze the floor, and then back up towards the ceiling, breathing in. Exhale. And then inhale, lifts you back upright. You'll tuck the hands back onto the hips, draw both knees back in towards center, and then from here we'll make our way to a child's pose. So you can land both hands on the mat, bring the big toes to touch, hips sink back towards the heels, child's pose, gently landing forehead on the mat, breath in. And sigh it out. When it feels like the right time, you can start to crawl your way up to your hands and knees, tabletop pose, tops of the feet flat on the floor. We'll take some cat-cow tilts here, so inhaling, letting the belly drop, heart shines towards the front of the room, and exhale, round out your spine. Maybe do that 2 or 3 more times. If there's other movements that feel good here, maybe looking over one shoulder, back through center, looking over the opposite shoulder. You can feel free to do that, or maybe just staying in stillness in child's pose, body supported by the floor. And when you're ready, you can come back to your tabletop. You'll start to crawl your knees forward. We're going to come into a squat here. So you'll come up onto the feet. Your right hand goes to, or your right foot goes to your right wrist. Your left foot goes to your left wrist, and we'll sink into this squat pose. Again, having blocks underneath your seat can be helpful here, or just letting the seat hang right between your hips, like so. Drawing hands to heart center, elbows press your knees away from each other, lift the heart. And then exhale, you can bow your hands, bow your head, lift the hips, forward fold. You can walk the feet to be mats with distance apart or closer. And hands can be just resting on the floor with the back of the neck along, or you can cross opposite hands to opposite elbows. If you'd like something a little bit less strong, maybe hands resting on a block. Down. Breath in. Exhale, suck it out. And slowly, one vertebrae at a time, you'll start to roll your way up all the way to stand and reach the arms up overhead. And exhale, draw hands to heart center, breathing in. And release it. So I'll walk you through our moon salutation now. We'll do it once slowly, and then we'll pick up the pace so that you can feel a little bit more like you're dancing through these poses. So you'll inhale, reach both arms up overhead, clasp the palms, point the fingers up towards the ceiling, breathing in. And then on the exhale, you can bow over towards the right side. Inhale through center, exhale over towards the left. Inhale through center, exhale, draw hands all the way to the heart. right foot to make this big wide stance, and then sink the hips low, goddess pose. Arms can come up by your ears like so, breathing in. Exhale. And from here, you'll straighten both knees, and then we're gonna sink our way into our triangle pose facing the right. So you'll turn your right toes towards that side of the mat, turn your left toes in, and then start to reach your right hand forward a lot until it lands either on your shin or on a block on the inside of that right foot. So landing hand on a block or the shin, and then reaching left arm up towards the ceiling, breathing in. Exhale, both sides of the neck are long, both sides of the waist are long. And then on the exhale, you can release down into your pyramid pose. So spin all the toes pointing towards the right side of your mat. And maybe having a block underneath one or both hands to keep the heart lifted here. Or maybe you can let your head bow all the way towards that front leg. Exhale. Land the hands. You can start to crawl your way forward. We're going to sink into your little lunge here. Back toes can be either tucked or flat on the floor, and then hands can come up to the hips. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. And then exhale, land them on either side of that front foot. We'll spin your heart towards the long edge of the mat, coming into a squat pose here, Skandasana. So this front foot can be either up on, the heel can be lifted or it can be down on the floor, and then maybe you can draw the hands to heart center, breathing in. Land the hands on the mat, walk them all the way towards the other side of your mat, turn the back toes up towards the ceiling, and then Skandasana squat here. Exhale. And we'll go through those poses on this left side, opposite sequence. So spinning towards that short edge of your mat, maybe lowering the back knee, top of the foot can be flat on the mat, or the toe can be tucked. And then reach both arms to either side of your ears. Exhale, land the hands. We're coming to our pyramid pose on this side, so you can step your back foot in, all the toes pointing the same direction, maybe hands resting on a block. Exhale. And from here we transition to your triangle pose, Trikonasana, so setting up a block or placing your left hand on your shin, reaching right arm up. And in the meantime, your back toes spin towards the side of the room, breathing in. Exhale. Use some energy in that top arm to lift you up. We come back to your goddess pose for a breath. And then from here, maybe land the hands on the hips. Turn the body forward towards the front of the mat and step your way forward. Reach the arms up. Bow to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, bow to the left. Inhale, center. And exhale, gently land hands at the heart. Sigh it out. Now we'll take that to the left side. So you can inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, bow to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, bow to the right. Inhale through center. Draw hands to the hips, and right from here, plant the right foot and step back with the left. We come to that goddess pose, facing the opposite side, breathing in. Exhale, straighten out both knees. Now Trikonasana, facing the left side, so you can reach your left hand forward. Keep that left knee soft. Land the hand on a block or your shin and reach right arm up overhead. Exhale. And from here we make our way to pyramid pose. So spinning the back toes in, maybe walking them forward slightly. Lift the heart, exhale, bow. And then from here, we'll sink our way into that little lunge. So back knee can be lowered to the ground. Inhale, lift the arms either side of the ears. Exhale, land the hands on the mat. And we spin the heart towards the long edge of the mat, Skandasana. Breathing in. Exhale. Plant the palms. We walk our way to the opposite side, sinking low in that front knee. Back toes can And then land the hands, spin the heart towards the short edge of the mat. Back knee can be lowered to the ground. Inhale, lift your way up. Exhale, land both hands on either side of that front foot. We straighten both knees for our pyramid pose, breathing in. Exhale, bow. And then from here, your Trikonasana. So spin those back toes out towards the long edge of the mat. Land your right hand on the block or on your shin. And then inhale, reach your left arm up. Breathing in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And then use that energy in the top arm to lift you all the way up. Sink to your goddess pose. Right from here, we'll step right to the front of the mat. So maybe hands come to hips and then step your way forward to the front of your mat. Reach your arms up. Bow to the left. Inhale through center. Bow to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale, draw hands to the heart. Breath in. Sigh it out. Release the hands away from your body. Mountain pose. So we'll go through that moon salutation one more time. This time maybe just a little bit more quickly, and see if there are any additional movements that you can add in as you go through these poses to make it feel more like a dance. So you can start to, again, allow your body to make the rhythm. If I'm moving more quickly or more slowly than you'd like to, then feel free to adjust as your body is asking for. So again, inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, bow to the right. Inhale through center and bow to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale, hands come to the hips, open up towards this long edge of the mat. Goddess pose here, breathing in. Exhale, hips are heavy. Inhale, lift your waist straight up. And we take that Trikonasana towards the right, reaching right arm forward. Exhale, landing, lifting left arm up. We'll stay for a breath. Maybe it feels good to make a big circle with the arm. And then sink your way to that pyramid pose, breathing in. Maybe taking little vinyasas with the spine here, allowing yourself to undulate. And then we sink into that low lunge pose. Back knee can be lowered to the ground, or it can be lifted here, breathing in. Exhale, land both hands. Spin the heart toward the long edge of the mat. You won't stay long. Lift your way towards the front. Spin those back toes up. We'll take that one more time. Sinking your way the opposite side. And last time, lifting your way up. Sinking your way down. Settling here for a breath. Exhale. And then we'll start to spin towards that little lunge, the opposite side. Maybe turning it into your full crescent lunge. Maybe you keep that back knee lowered to the ground. And then exhale, land the hands. Walk that back foot in slightly, lift the heart. Exhale, bow, pyramid pose. Soft movements with the spine. And then spin your back toes out towards this long edge of the mat. Trikonasana. Maybe a big arm circle. Use energy in that top arm to lift your way all the way up. Goddess pose here. Use the power of the legs to step to the front of the mat. Reach the arms up. Bow to the right. Inhale through center. Bow to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale. Draw hands to heart. Breath in. Sigh it out. Let the heartbeat settle. Notice the feet pressing into the floor and the crown of the head reaching up toward the ceiling. And one last side. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale to bow left. Inhale through center. Exhale to bow right. Inhale through center. Land hands on hips. Open out, goddess pose towards the other side of your mat. Breath in. fingertips and land them on a block or your shin. Reach right arm up. Maybe it feels good to take that big circle. And then land both hands on the mat. Spin your back toes in. Walk them forward a little bit. Lift the heart and exhale, bow. And we come to that low lunge. Maybe you take the knee to the floor. Maybe you keep that knee lifted for your crescent. Or maybe this time you take this open twist, reaching left arm out toward the side wall. Breath out, release the hand back down towards the floor. And then we take that squat facing the long edge of the mat. We'll dance here a few times, so drop the hands, walk them to the opposite side. Lift the heart in between these, in the moments of stillness, and then walk your way to the other side. Lift the heart. Last time, drop the hands, walk them forward, lift the heart a lot. And then exhale, we get that low lunge on this side. If you took the twist on the other side, maybe it feels good to reach that right arm back. Keep drawing back on the right hip here. And then land the hands, walk that back foot in, lift the heart. Exhale to pyramid. And one last triangle pose. Spin your left toes out towards the side wall. Right hand lands on a block or your shin. Inhale, reach your left arm. Exhale. Inhale, lift your way all the way up. Last goddess pose here. And then step both feet to the front of the mat. Reach them, arms up. Exhale, draw to heart center. Breathing in. Sigh it out. From here, we can start to lower our way all the way down to the mat. So coming through that squatting pose again. Make our way to the mat. So you can come down and walk your way back to child's pose. Big toes touch. Knees are separated apart. Land the third eye on the mat. Let it go. Breathing in. Exhale. You can stay here in stillness or gently walk the hands over towards the right side and then over towards the left side and then back through center, releasing completely. From here you can come back up onto the hands and knees, walk the knees forward, cross the ankles, and roll onto your back. So from here you can reach the hands forward, plug the shoulders into the shoulder socket, and get really right through the heart, and we'll lower our way down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Splash. Let the arms rest by your sides. Legs can just splay open. Breathing in. Sigh it out. From here, we'll start to walk the feet back in towards your hips. We'll take a figure 4 here, so reach your right foot up towards the ceiling and then cross right knee over right knee. And just let yourself lay there. So for this more restorative practice, you can just let gravity and the shape of the body kind of take over. If you'd like to deepen this a little bit, maybe taking a block and placing it underneath that left foot to lift the foot up slightly towards the sky. Maybe pressing the knee away from you. And then from here, you can either stay here for as long as it feels good, or gently kick that prop away if you took that version, and you'll let everything just melt over towards the left side. So it's helpful to step the hips over towards the right side of the mat and then just let that drop over towards the left. And then from here, you can decide if it feels good to let the gaze melt towards the right side, breathing in. Exhale. And we'll take the opposite side, drawing head back into center. Draw the knees back to center. Undo the crossing of the legs. And then reach left leg up towards the ceiling. Crossing ankle over knee. Breathing in. Exhale. Noticing if one side feels different from the other. And most importantly, noticing what happens when you just let time and gravity take over. Breathing in. Exhale. Maybe pressing the knee away from you. And then gently stepping the hips over towards the left side of your mat and letting everything drop over towards the right. You can let your gaze melt towards the left side of your mat. Center, draw the knees into center, let them step bigger than hips with distance, maybe mats with distance up to the mat, and then let the knees just drop together, one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly, breathing in. Separate the knees, start to walk them together, and now how do you grab a prop? So if you don't have a block, then a blanket will be fine. If you happen to have both, you might use the blanket on top of a block. And you can come back to that pose with the back body on the mat, and then lift the hips and draw the block right underneath your low back. Supported bridge pose. Once you land here, you can wrap one shoulder and then the other slightly under your back, so you get this broad feeling of the chest. Let go of all the work in the feet, the legs, the hips, the belly, the chest, and the face. Again, noticing breath easily coming. If this posture feels really good and restorative, you can stay right where you are. Ultimately, you could gently draw your knees in towards your chest and then reach them straight up towards the ceiling for a gentle, supported inversion. And then we'll start to set ourselves up for this really luscious Shavasana, final resting pose. So being gentle with the state of your mind and body, lift yourself up so that you can put some layers on. So I'll put some socks on and a sweatshirt. And then I'd like to show you how you might set the body up for maximum comfort. Traditionally, the asana practice was intended to prepare the body for meditation. So being able to find comfort in the body so that you can really let go and allow thoughts to come in and out of the mind without effort. So I'll suggest a few things. Keep one to cover yourself, and then you have these other two, hopefully, And one blanket can be used as a pillow, and then the other one as a roll for underneath the knees. So setting yourself up with one blanket rolled up underneath the knees to soften the straightness of the knees. You can also use blocks for this part of the pose. And then setting your head up on your pillow. And then covering yourself up completely. Sometimes it's nice to have weights on the hands too. If you have blocks, you can put them on top of the palms of the hands so that they weigh the arms down. And maybe covering the eyes with something. Starting to set yourself just as intentionally for this final resting pose as you do for all of your other asana poses. Again, scanning the body, noticing any points of tension, sending a little bit of love and compassion there, breathing in. Exhale. Again, breathing in, releasing. Receiving this present moment with ease and gratitude, just as you receive each breath. let the eyelids flutter open so the fingertips are the first thing that you see. You can lift the gaze. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me. The light in me bows to and honors that same divine light in you. Namaste.